Hello. Welcome to Green and Gorgeous. We are back and better than ever. Tori, how are you?
Yeah, I feel like I should like reintroduce myself. It's been so long.
We had the Packers game and then something came up super last minute last week. So I texted Tori at like 6:58 and was like, I can't. I'm so sorry, but everything's good. Everything's fine. We're back. We have come away with, I guess, 1-1 while we've been gone. So how did you feel after Seattle?
I mean, honestly, like good. I felt
Mhm,
really good after Seattle. I feel like I feel like that was a game that a lot of people were kind of like, I mean, it could go either way.
mhm.
And I mean, I could easily see it going either way, but we came out strong. Like it finally
Absolutely.
showed that like we should do this more often because
Mhm.
when like we came out strong, we got what for it was like 14-0 before
Yeah.
they scored. And so when they got that touchdown, it it wasn't a big deal. Like it was like, okay, we got like a little cushion. And like and again, we went back and scored again. And like that was the
Mhm.
important part about that. But I feel like that was it was just like one of those games. Obviously, we need to win like all of our games and stuff. But no, I felt really good. Dobbs came back,
Amazing. Oh, the
great
guardian
impact.
cap and everything.
I saw like the video of him like after in the interview is always like so funny. I just caught the ball.
No emotion,
Yeah,
no
no, and I
emotion.
love it.
And I honestly wonder because it's kind of interesting because I saw something recently where Lafleur talked about Jordan Love being called Pookie, and then just a little bit ago also too it was released that he was like, and they're talking about him being on like Toyotathon or something like that, and so it's like I wonder how much of them being on social media, like, do they understand? Do they realize like all of these like little like niche things that we
Like, yeah, like how
say?
much more do they see or like do they not see, I guess?
Yes. Do you feel like if because obviously the crowd support was incredible. It was reported that there was probably at least 50-50 Packer fans there, if not more. Obviously, we all heard the Go Pack Go chants throughout it. How do you feel? Like, do you feel like if the fans weren't there, it would have been as good? Like, do you think that team is good, or do you think that just kind of gave them the extra push to, score 30 points?
I mean, maybe that was the push to get it started.
Okay.
But I do think that I do feel like the result would have been similar. I think that we would have won that game. Um, and so I feel like it would have been similar, but it was probably very nice and probably got them going a little bit
Oh,
more.
absolutely. Absolutely. I was funny because I saw a tweet that was like, oh wow, Packers and Seattle's met for the first time in like 2015 and like never before then. And I was like, that's not true because I was like, and I know it was like everyone's trying to like erase 2014 and like erase the demons and stuff, but I feel like we did great. Yeah, it was awesome to be able to see them come out with fire, and it's always nerve wracking whenever they choose to receive the ball instead of
Hmm.
waiting till the second half, and it's kind of like if you don't get a touchdown, if you don't come out strong, then you could shoot yourself in the foot. So
Definitely.
I think my biggest complaints were clearly
At
LaFleur.
LaFleur's challenge.
0-6 on challenges. Whoever's telling him he needs to challenge needs to be fired. I
I saw someone say like he needs to go through like a second time confirmation on if he should be able to like someone needs to confirm
yes.
he's allowed a challenge.
As soon as it happened, my dad was like, "I bet he's gonna challenge it." And the next thing you know, and I'm like,
I was I feel like every time he's done it, I'm like surprised and not. I was like, oh, I could see like how this looked close and like quick time or whatever.
mhm.
But no, like no,
Not
they're so bad.
Not his worst challenge, not his best challenge. Worst challenge, I definitely think is still whenever Jordan Love was heading into the end zone, and it would have been first and goal anyways, and he had to challenge it for a touchdown. I also am very questionable about the wasting of the time right before half. That was very questionable. I understand that you don't want to give them the ball back, but I also don't understand the 20 seconds that were wasted, and then we got set up with the PI. But then we had
Mhm,
to kick the field goal because we just wouldn't have had time even to send something into the end zone one time. So
mhm.
um definitely questionable coaches. I go through and it's like, oh, LaFleur, why isn't he nominated for coach of the year? Why isn't he nominated for coach of the year? But then you see things like that happen and you're kind of
Yeah.
like,
No, I
ugh.
mean, I definitely feel like the game like did get like closer than it should have for sure.
Absolutely.
I mean, like we had like was it, earlier in the second half or like mid early second half where it kind of like we had, fumble.
Mm-hmm. 3 and out.
Yeah, yeah, and then Reed like muffed a punt that almost
Mm-hmm.
turned over. Like that, recovering that was probably one of the biggest things of the game because I'm like of course like 2014 just like
All
flat.
over again.
I was explained to someone because we were talking about like teams I hate in the NFL, and I'm finding out there's more than I thought. But my like my main ones are the Bears, the
Mm-hmm.
Vikings,
Mm-hmm.
and the Seahawks are in that list for me as
Yeah.
well
49ers
because
and Cowboys.
49ers are definitely there. Cowboys, it's again like it's like there, but I like to play them because I feel like
Mhm.
we're their kryptonite, the Chiefs.
Yeah. I feel like
But
my Cowboys is like to your Chiefs because it's like for me, it's like
yes,
I don't care if we play the Chiefs, but because that's your hometown, you're like, eh. And for me, I'm like, I don't want to play the Cowboys because I'm like, in the off chance that we do lose, I don't want to be
you don't
hearing
hear
about it
about it. Yeah.
for X amount of time.
Yeah,
So,
that was also me in like Minnesota my whole life.
oof,
But no,
yeah.
the Seahawks are definitely up there. And like I had to explain to someone, I was like, 2011 season, fail Mary, and like in the
Hmm.
2014 NFC Championship game. And also like I was a Russell Wilson fan because I'm a Badgers fan
Fair enough.
and
Yeah.
stuff. So like when he went there and like those were the teams, oh God, I hated Golden Tate after the Fail
Uh huh.
Mary, like hated him so much. So I do still have this like little hatred for Seattle. It's not
That's
as
fair.
strong as the others, but it's there.
It's enough. It's enough to make a difference.
It's enough to know like it's a hate.
Yeah. I was definitely happy that the Bills beat the Lions. That was a good game. I was like, why does this have to be this game? I was like, this is my napping time. I want to
I
take a
know.
nap. So I got, oh gosh, fantasy. Oh my gosh. I've been in first place the entire season. So naturally I play against the 8th ranked team who had Jared Goff, and I lost, and I'm like,
Oh
literally
my
worst
God.
timing. And I was like, I was like, as long as the Packers win, like I don't really care. Like it kind of sucks. It sucks because it's like you do so good all season and then all of a sudden to just
Oh
lose.
my
But I was
God.
like,
That
it's
just reminded
fine.
me. Oh, I don't think I set my lineup. God damn it.
If you need to do it, I can give you 30 seconds. I'll yap for the next 30 seconds. I said I'll yap, but I get nervous when I'm here by myself. I'm not allowed to be by myself. So, anyways, how is everyone else doing? I'm quite sleepy, but I'm good. She's back.
Brody, you better behave. Hi. Brody's here too now. Oh,
Okay. Oh, a special guest. Things
oh,
we love to see.
he's my not as well behaved one. I don't know. He's well behaved and not well. He's confusing. He's my crackhead.
Oh, I have one of those too, and I love her so much.
I know. I do love my little crackhead. Trust me.
It's just the crackhead energy is so much. She's a lot. She's almost, no, she's 3. Yeah, she's 3 and she's still not grown out. Or maybe she's 2. I don't know. She's still not grown out of her crackhead energy. I'm like, will you ever calm down? I don't know.
Likely no.
Who plays tonight? It's
Chargers and
is it Ravens or
I don't remember who it is. I know it's the Chargers is the big one I know because I know I was like I have freaking Lad McConkey. Oh, Denver.
ooh, okay. So just another Thursday game.
Yeah.
I am sad that I'm like, there's only 3 weeks left because it's like we play the Saints this next week, which we're 14-point favorites. Excuse
I
me.
saw that. I'm like worried about that a little bit.
That's a trap game if I've
That's what
ever
I'm saying,
seen
especially
one.
right before the Vikings are coming up.
Oof.
Because like
Oof.
that's obviously the most important game for the remainder of our season. I
Yes.
feel easily the Vikings game. But this will be our game then with the Saints to like show like if we are really going to be a Super Bowl team, you need to
Mhm.
beat who needs to be beaten. And you
Yeah.
need to not make it easy.
Yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
this should be a
Absolutely.
13-point game.
Yeah, when I saw that was 14 points, I was like, oof, that's scary. Because I
It's
think
a
they'll have a
big
backup
spread.
quarterback. I think Kamara's injured, so I don't think he's gonna be
I did see, like,
playing.
he was at least, I think, like, doubtful or something. I can't remember if I think he is out, actually.
And I wonder too if they'll choose to go ahead and sit Jair again this week, just to give him one more week against
To
Minnesota.
rest
That
him
way,
a
hopefully,
little
he can
bit.
play against Justin Jefferson. I'd rather have him against Justin Jefferson than
Definitely.
whoever the Saints have. I don't even know. Especially if they're playing with a backup quarterback. I have a feeling even if Kamara is out, it'll be a heavy run game. Um, so I guess we'll wait to see. But now it's kind of sucks because it's like, okay, now we gotta wait all day Sunday. Like waiting all day Sunday night to wait to get
I
Sunday night
hate
was
it.
hard enough. And then now having to wait all day
Another
Monday.
freaking day,
Like, are you kidding me? We're gonna have to wait.
right? Like, the plus
So
side is I get to wear, like, Packers stuff, like, to work.
see, I'm gonna be superstitious. I'm gonna wear the same shirt that I wore on Sunday night. I'm gonna wear that same shirt. I wear just like how I've done every other season as I wear a shirt until we lose in it. And then I'm like, oh great, gotta go back to the drawing board now and pick out another shirt.
I've been
And then it's like,
stunting with my new pullover, my new, windbreaker.
oh
Very
yes.
happy about her.
Yes, we had a sports day on Monday because we don't work next week until it's after Christmas. So we have like our Spirit Week every year before Christmas, and so Monday was sports day, and so I wore my Packers "Tis the Season" shirt, and it was super cute. And then I was gonna wear my Packer pajamas, but I ended up wearing these today. So last year I wore my Packer pajamas, and so many patients were like, because I had the pajamas, I had a bow, and then I had Packer slippers, and they're like, "Are you good?" I'm like, "Yeah." But I did get the coolest thing today. I got it's a piece of Lambo. My Secret Santa got me like it's like a little card thing, and it has like it's a frame and it has like a piece of Lambo and it's certified. So I was like,
Oh,
that's
that's
actually
kinda
really
cool.
cool. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's pretty awesome. I got, like, I think they gave me, like, a Packers, like, coffee mug. I also don't drink coffee.
Oh, you know what else? You know what goes in a coffee mug really well? Wine,
I was like, "Liquor?
beer,
Liquor?"
liquor, anything. It is just a vessel at that point to get it in your
I do
mouth.
have a little bit. I hosted my annual White Elephant Christmas party at my house, and I
Love the
had
pictures.
thanks. I had a bottle of Jack, and I have about, like, this much left. So that's probably
Mhm.
enough. I have, like, another vanilla Coke left too, and maybe I'll just make one of
Ooh.
those tonight and have myself a good time.
Love it. Do you have any studs and duds from this past week?
I have Dobbs coming back.
Love
Um,
him.
I feel like I really love to see that suspension mid early season. It it seems like it's been so good still for him.
Mhm,
Like, I was really worried how that would affect him, how it would affect the team when he came back.
mhm,
Would this be like I don't know, like, would it be almost like passive aggressive, like getting kind of
mhm.
back to that like Rodgers feel again?
Absolutely.
Not at all.
Yeah.
He has been such a better player since then. So, like,
Mm.
whatever was going on then, he is working or has worked through it. So, I'm really happy to see that, like, for sure.
Yeah, and I guess it sucks too because it feels like some of the other times with the wide receivers, like, I don't know if we're still ranked number 1, but I know at one point this season we were ranked number 1 in, like, the most dropped passes, and it's kinda like, for whatever reason, Dobbs just seems to have, like, that magnetic catch. Now, granted, like, there has been passes that he has dropped, but, like, on the
Mhm.
most, I think it does look like he has done really well for himself on catching, like, that catch in the end zone that basically called game. That was incredible. Like, that was so good. Christian Watson's catch, incredible. I
Yes,
mean,
that
the toe tapping, I'm like, stunning.
it's just all of like, it's everyone's doing I feel like their role.
Mhm.
And, like,
Yeah.
I think Jared was, like, even s I someone was telling me, they're like, "Man, like, they're spreading the ball around." Like, you don't know who it's going to.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with it. I'm trying not to start panicking in the off season because I think they're all still technically under rookie contracts, but you just never know, especially if
Oh,
they
no,
get a better deal from
I'm nervous about the end of, like, next year.
like the end of like this season
No,
or
next
next
season.
like so the 2025 season. Okay.
I'm just like, cause I like I s we've been talking about how much fun it's been to, like, watch these young
Mhm.
guys, and, like, the locker room atmosphere has just been so much better,
Mhm.
and it's just gonna be sad to see some people go, unfortunately.
Yeah, who knows what will happen. It could depend on, like, obviously the slight chance that they do win the Super Bowl, then, maybe they want to try to attempt to run it back, or, maybe then they try to go for a team that, maybe isn't as young, but it's like at the same time, it's like we're always
Maybe
going
we,
to be
like,
young.
spend some money on, like, some good free agents.
I would love Micah Parsons. I tweeted that. I was like, can we get Micah Parsons to Wisconsin? I do not think he wants to play in the cold, but I'm like, I would love to have him. I think he would be a great pickup because it's like wide receiver is like, as long as they can kind of get it together and continue building that, rapport with Jordan Love, it's like, okay,
Do
I'm
you
not
think
mad at the wide receivers.
do you think, like, okay, what if Rodgers doesn't play next season?
Okay.
Devontae
Adams,
Adams, yeah,
does he
like,
come home? Does he come home?
I'm like, I feel like almost my only like, I like Devontae. Obviously,
Hmm.
we love Devontae, but I fear with him being, like, so close to Aaron, I was like, if your mentality is similar, like, would you even want like,
Yeah.
show him, like, "Hey, I kinda messed up. I should have just stayed here. I should have trusted love."
Hmm. I don't know. It's hard because we talked about all the time too, where it was like Rogers only felt like he needed to throw the ball to Adams because he trusted Adams. He didn't trust anyone else. And it's
Yeah.
like Love has built that rapport with all the other wide receivers, but having Adams, I don't know. I wouldn't be mad at it.
I wouldn't
I,
be no, of course not. I'm gonna be very accepting of it if it happened. I'd lose my shit, but, like,
does Rogers play another year? Are you gonna watch his Netflix documentary?
I kinda want to. I mean,
I
like,
want
I
to.
just want to. I think I saw a clip of him, like, pretty high at one point. I mean, I just wanna see how weird it is.
Hmm.
I mean, maybe they'll paint him nice. I don't know,
I think they did paint a really good picture of him because I think I've seen a lot of people saying like,
because this
oh,
is, like,
no matter
before
what.
he went completely nuts lately.
Yeah,
I know,
yeah.
I'm, like, surprised, like, Netflix is even, like, still releasing it, if I'm being so honest with you.
Like, pull it. Yeah,
Honest.
because he said some controversial things on McAfee this week.
He's just said a lot of controversial things in general this season. His play hasn't been great this season. He's getting back into it, but
Yeah, he's had a couple of good games, so I don't know. I don't know if he'll play next year. Someone said, I think he said like, "Oh, I'll have to wait to see," and someone's like, "Is he gonna go back in the darkness?" Like, what is he going to do?
right.
Oh, it's just wild. But I don't know. It's hard because it's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Adams would come back, but also too, it's like, is he? Arguably, I feel like he is a future Hall of Fame, wide receiver.
Mhm.
Do you go in with the Raiders? Do you go with the Jets? Do you sign a one-day contract with the
I
Packers?
feel like he's
Like,
gotta go in with the Packers.
I feel like Rodgers is going to have to be the same way. There's no way
Oh,
that
Rodgers
Rodgers.
is, like, no question. I don't
Yeah,
think he's gonna be that salty. Like, that's, like, no question to me. He will go in with, like, as a Packer. I could
yeah.
see him signing a one-day contract maybe, um, but yeah, no, like, he's definitely going in as a Packer. I bet if Adams got in, he would go in as a Packer. He just unless
Mhm,
he goes somewhere else and just, like, has outrageous numbers, wins a Super Bowl at least with
mhm.
them, then maybe, but other than that, I think he would stay with us too.
It's crazy to think about like all the different players that, when we first started this podcast, 2 years ago, that like we talked about, and all these players that, are now non-existent on the team, and it's just a bunch of babies, like
I
respectively.
know, it's like a bunch of, like, "Who are these, like, guys?"
Mhm.
Honestly. Um, Speaking of our podcast in the past, um, thoughts on what happened with San Francisco at all?
Oof. That's been tough to watch that unfold
That's
because
been
his
so tough to because I loved him with us.
yeah.
I loved his play, like, from the
Mhm.
beginning with us. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, she's great.
She's a friend of the podcast.
She
She's
is.
great.
It's
It's hard.
it is so hard to watch unravel, unfortunately, because, like, I see, like, all the tweets kinda, like, making fun of him and being a
Mhm.
quitter, right? And I'm like, I wanna know more, like, the why, because I'm like,
Yeah.
like, it's, like, only because of, like, the connection. It's like, I
Yeah,
need to hear, like, his why.
it's hard because it's like, granted, like, as a team in whole, like, I hate San Francisco, I hate San Francisco, I hate San Francisco, so it's like, with the meme, it's like, you must be sick if you're praying for their downfall, and it's like me in the hospital bed like this. And so it's like, obviously on that side of it, I'm happy that they're not doing well. On the flip side of it, it's like, okay, San Francisco obviously beat us last year, right? So they beat us last year. They went to the Super Bowl. So in his mind, he was going to a better situation, probably for him, for his family, going to a, in his mind, what would be a better team. And for some reason this year, they have just fallen off
I saw a
horrendously.
tweet, like, honestly, right before he came on saying, like, the Madden curse got, like, their backup and the backup's backup and the backup's backup backup.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
this is crazy. But, like, this is also the team that went through 2 quarterbacks and had Christian McCaffrey playing quarterback in the playoffs.
mhm.
So, is it that crazy or, like, what's going on in their training room? I know we always talked about how ours has been bad,
And knock
but
on wood, I feel like this year with
I
switching
was
trainers,
I was thinking the same thing. I don't wanna say it. Don't even finish your thought.
I'm knocking on all the
Don't
wood.
even finish it.
Yeah, because it's just like I feel like this year we've been good. Jordan Love's looking great with his Toyotathon run, like things we love to see.
Oh my god. I thought that's so funny because I haven't even talked about, like, at work, the Toyotathon run, and my coworker, the Minnesota fan, her patient and, like, my patient were near each other, and her patient was kinda like he loves to give me crap, for the Packers or whatever because he's a big Chiefs fan, blah, blah, blah.
Mm.
But then she was, like, trying to, like, kinda, like we were, like, talking or whatever, and he said, "But don't you guys play them during Toyotathon?" And I was like, "Even you know?" Like but, like, she was, like, confused. She was like, "What?" I was like, yeah, Jordan Love and Toyotathon, big deal. I know,
Incredible,
right, Cody?
incredible.
Real big deal."
Great standings. I do want to say, like, I think my MVP of the season so far has been Ronica, Jordan's fiance. The content that she posts is hilarious. I love it. And I think the best thing too is like all in her comments are like, tell Pookie we said hi, or tell Pookie this, or tell Pookie. And I'm like, I got to think about like from her side, like what does she say? Like, what does she think? Like, what is she, what are her thought processes on it? And I just, it's so funny to me.
Mhm. She was so fun, like, online. I feel like last year, like, I know she was one that all of us would love to have on our show and
Mhm.
stuff. Because she's just kind of, like, fun. She seems just like a fun person. Like, I would hang out with her.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, 100%. One of my good friends that I had gone to the Tennessee game with, Brittany, she went and she, saw her at one of the tailgates. And that's the other cool thing too is like all the wives and girlfriends, like they hang out in the tailgate. Obviously I don't follow any of the other sports teams, but as closely as like with their wives and girlfriends as I do,
Mhm.
ours. But it's just kind of cool to see them like in the parking lot and taking shots and drinking with everybody, and then they have their like little suite that they go to and watch the game.
Yeah, no, it is kind of fun. Like I do follow a few of like the wags and
The
all
wags.
that. But like it is like fun. Like they hang out just like the boys hang out, which I think their relationship together between like the wags is a good showing also for like our locker room atmosphere. Like if they're getting
Mhm.
along, that means our boys are hanging out. Like they're getting along.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I absolutely agree. So circling back to Monday night's game, do you have any score predictions? Do you have any thoughts on it?
It's hard because like this is a game I want to be so optimistic about and I feel like I always jinx it when I finally think we're going to do well.
Oh no.
I do think we're going to do well though besides all that. I
Okay.
really do. Um will we cover the spread? What do you think? Do you think we're going to cover the spread? It's a
I
big
like that.
spread.
Yeah. I'll say if it was even like 40-14, I would not be mad at that.
Oh no, I wouldn't be mad with any kind of win, honestly. But actually, I'd be a little mad with like a 3 or 10-point win. I'd be a
Especially
little
when you're
mad.
I will say though, I'm not a betting person, but I have noticed recently a lot of games have hit the spread. And there's always that last minute penalty. And we were joking earlier when we were eating dinner, we're like, they don't call New York anymore. They're calling Vegas. They're calling Vegas to say, hey, what do
Like,
we
what's
do?
the
And they're like,
spread?
cover
Yeah.
the spread. I went to the Memphis West Tennessee bowl game on Friday or on Tuesday night, and same thing. They were 4.5 point favorites, and they won by 5. They won by 5 points. So it's like they know. They know. So yeah, I would
Oh,
not be
yeah.
mad. Or even if it was 15 or 14 nothing, not mad at that. I'd like to put up 40 points though, just to see that we can.
I would like to see us put up some big numbers this game. I agree with you, like 40. I would like to see that because like this is a team that you should be putting those kind of numbers up against.
Mhm. Oh,
Especially
absolutely.
like they're so injury ridden right now. Said a different quarterback's going in, Kamara's
Mhm.
out. Yeah, no, this is a game I do also want to see 40 points. And I don't want to see them get I want to see us get 40 and I don't want to see them get like past 21.
Yeah. Is it going to be a snow globe game? Do we know? Let's
I have
see.
Green
The
Bay on my
pictures.
weather. Don't worry.
Yeah, I have it. I have it too. It's 29 degrees right now. Ooh, winter storm warning.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to be driving up to Minnesota on the
Ooh, chance
27th.
of snow
So
50%. Are you driving up to Minnesota?
I am on the
Warm.
27th, like after Christmas.
Okay.
Oh, it's snowing right now, yeah. Monday. No, I'm not seeing anything. They're gonna get some snow, looks like today and tomorrow, but after that, just cloudy. It looks like Monday the high is 33, the low is 26.
Okay. Okay. That's hopefully it's a little snow globe game. That's kind of all we can hope for. What
You know,
is
I
the
love snow globe games.
I do too. What is the current standing for our bet?
Oh yes, let's see. I was worried because I did
Yeah.
like leave my phone charging because I did not charge today. Oh, Brody, you're fine.
Sweet baby. Sweet baby.
I know he's doing the best he can. Let's see. So I have 1, 2. I have 10 right. And
Okay.
you have 1 or no. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8.
Ooh, okay, so I know I
Okay.
got one of the Lions games wrong, right?
You got one of the Lions games wrong, and I got both of those right.
Okay.
You got Miami wrong. I got Miami right.
I said we were gonna lose to Miami on Thanksgiving.
You did. And
Dang, I was like,
actually, you also said we were going to lose to the Seahawks.
oh, I'm a hater. Wow.
Yes, you
Oh.
actually have us going. So you have us winning on Monday, losing to the
Okay.
Vikings, and then beating the Bears.
Bears. Okay.
And I have us winning the next 3 games.
Okay. Whew. Okay. So I guess at this point, no matter what, you're gonna win unless
I
we
should.
lose. Dang it! Oh man. Okay, you'll have to think of a punishment. We'll have to get on the Twitter
On the
and
Twitter
figure out
sphere.
what a
I
good
know. Me and
punishment.
my coworker are still trying to come up with our bet of what to do. I saw one person say that they looked up how many hot dogs the winner ate on 4th of July, and you have to eat that many hot dogs in a week.
Okay.
And it was like
Okay.
58 in a week, so it's like averaging 8 hot dogs a day.
Bun also, or
Fun also. I know. I'm like that. I feel like that would give me cancer. It's like that's a pack of hot dogs a day. Lord
it's
for
not gonna give you
her.
cancer. It's gonna send you to the poorhouse.
It's gonna be not good. But she doesn't want to do that because she's a little more worried about losing this time
8 hot dogs a day.
for a week, and that's like 1 or 2 days you need to eat, like, or one more day. I think you need to eat a hot like 9.
Oh, that makes me
So
think
we
so
could do
yesterday.
that with like the score of the game, like again, like the total combined score,
Yes, hot dogs in a week. That's a
because like
good.
it was
That's
60 before. Oh, maybe I tell her that.
What if you do a month?
No way. That's way too
Oh,
easy.
okay.
Come on. I had to sit through fucking 60 wings.
Do y'all
Like,
have Wingstop?
oh, yeah.
Have you ever seen the large ranch that you can buy? It's like $4 and it's like this big.
Mm-hmm.
And Laser has to drink that.
Actually, I could, though. I love Wingstop Ranch.
My coworker ordered it yesterday and she pulled it out and I fell on the floor laughing. It was so funny because she was like, I thought I was just gonna get like a little baby one, but no, instead she got a huge thing of ranch. So today we had Costco pizza for lunch and I didn't want to wait. I was impatient. I inhaled the pizza. But okay, that might not be bad. 60 or however many, what the combined score is, hot dogs, have to eat that in a week. I like that.
That's not bad. I'll see how she feels about it. I also said loser could do like open mic stand up or something. Or
That would also
like
be
have to
really
do a
good.
stand-up routine in front of like our friends or something. But she told me that I'd probably be good at it. She's like, and I would not. And I was like,
Oh, yeah.
I could be good at stand-up, perhaps.
Oh, you would be incredible. Your roast that you did for your birthday, I was sitting here like,
I love me a roast.
I was sitting here crying like, you okay?
Am I? Never. No, like no. If
No.
you only knew half of what went on in my life. No.
I am not okay.
Not at all. Let it be known there's a reason I act the way I do. It's not
The
because I'm
trauma
just
creates the hilarious.
insane. I know my friend went to like Colorado and got me a sticker and it was like it said something like just me and my unprocessed trauma or like something.
I love that.
I know. I was like, I need to put it on my phone or something. One day me and my sister are gonna write a book. We'll see.
Yeah, best selling. You'll have to send me an autographed copy.
Right. I'm like, but do I write it in a serious tone or like a funny tone? Because that's how I make it in my
I feel like you and your sister should do like a combined one. I don't know your sister, but I feel like if yours was like hilarious and your sister's was more serious, I feel like that would be such a well-written book
It'd be
from
interesting.
both perspectives.
Me and my sister's personality is like basically the same. She's just more
Okay.
stubborn.
Okay.
So
That's
like
fair.
we're very similar, honestly. So like we could do either serious or we could do so unserious. It's an interesting concept though.
I'm here for
Perhaps.
it. I'm here for it. Oh my gosh.
Anyway,
Enough personal trauma.
yeah, enough of the personal trauma that I haven't even gotten to the details of. But yeah, the saints should help me with that. Make me live another day. So
We'll live to see Christmas.
we'll live to see Christmas. That's too funny. That's hilarious. Or not. We'll find. Stay tuned. We'll find out.
I'm gonna be calling you like, hey, are you good?
Yeah, like we started getting down, like just start checking in.
Are you okay? Hey, doing a wellness check. I'm gonna find your husband on social media. Be like, hey, is she okay?
Is she alive? Please tell me she's alive still.
Send a picture with today's newspaper.
That's if like this weekend alone doesn't kill me. I haven't done like any Christmas shopping. We'll see where this. We'll see how it. I know. I'm just so busy. I don't work on Tuesdays, but I've been picking up shifts. I like work a lot right now, so I don't have free time. And then I had my part. I had parties all last weekend. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna do my parties.
Hey, you know what? Gift cards are the best gifts. They're not taking up any space. They're usable. It's thoughtful.
I might be old, but like I understand the perspective of just give me a gift card because I'm going to use it no matter what. And it's okay to give me a gift card if I ask for a gift card. But I also understand like the parents aspect, I feel like of, well, I want to get you something to actually open because I want to be like, I know you, like it's personal. Like I know you would like this. So
that's true.
I feel like I can't just give a gift card. I could give like a gift card and something, but I can't just do a gift card.
Just give out your mug.
Right.
I love it. Are we going to be back next week? Because I know you said you leave on the 27th.
That is a Friday, so I should be good. Yeah,
To be determined.
I should be good for next week. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
We're trying to get back on track with Green and Gorgeous.
We're trying. Okay. We're doing our
We're doing
best.
our
It's
best.
been a lot this season. This has been a crazy season for not only the Packers, but us. And
Yeah.
probably more so us than them. We've had some events go on, but if they only knew the behind the scenes.
Big news. I'll have big news next Thursday, so I won't say anything more until then, but big news next Thursday. So
Oh, fun. Can't wait. I wonder what it is. Anyways, we're green and gorgeous sometimes. Sometimes we're not. But we're doing the best we can. And go Pack Go. Hope we win on Monday.
Bye.
Oh, Brody's gonna say bye too. Bye.
Oh,